What's up, gang? What's up, gang? What's up, gang? If you're new here, welcome to the Spiritual Ghetto. If not, give me a second. Where were we? Welcome to the Spiritual Ghetto. If you're new here, if not, welcome back. This reading may not resonate with everybody. It is a niche reading, but it is channel messages that must come out. So here we are. Right? If you are seeking a personal reading, you can get to that down below or in the description box. Without further ado, let's get started. Also, because I don't like the energy. It's really weird. It's not weird, but it's not supposed to be here. Um, but somebody could be playing with, making pacts with. You may reference her as an Egyptian goddess, but she is not. She is regarded as a demon when you call her Ammit. Ammit. I think you pronounce it Ammit, but it's Ammit. 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 Ammit almost to like omit. Ammit. Omit. Yeah, almost like omit to like not. And it's funny because her name almost sounds like a word that means to not necessarily hold back the truth, but to be this like candles in the way, but not necessarily to hold back the truth, but to not necessarily divulge it either. Um, And I think that's so interesting because she's like saying that's kind of like the nature of you all's relationship is maybe you didn't do your research and she didn't divulge all the information. Um, she's associated with the waiting of the heart ceremony in Egyptian customs. There's the physical death, and then there is the second death, the spiritual death, or if you will, where your heart is weighted based on like is your heart like the light feather. Again, it's weighted against the feather of truth, but is your heart light? Like do you hold any animosities, things, and all kinds of other shenanigans, right? This is what she does. This is her job. It's not necessarily an association. This is what she does. She does the waiting of the heart ceremony. Like she sits at the waiting of the heart ceremony where it is performed. Um, I'm gonna go in order though. I'm gonna try and stay on target and go in order. Your attacks are leading to the rain in your city as an act of cleansing against your atrocities. So if you've been living in a city and it's been raining a lot and really heavy when it rains, it is because it is a cleansing against the things that you are trying to do. No matter whether these are sweetening. I think somebody's trying to sweeten an enemy or something like that, or sweeten someone to them that they have. I'm hearing cast judgment on. I'm hearing you're trying to sweeten somebody you've already casted judgment on, cast it out, castrate it. Someone tried to castrate this person. That's a very like. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Um, castrate could mean like bound up, not necessarily like but like bound something up to the point where it kind of seems like that was the intent and that didn't happen like physically, but the binding spiritually of that something or like may have taken root in some way. But that's why the heavy rain. Somebody keeps burying something. I keep seeing an orange. But if somebody's continuing to bury this orange, or I think that's like the sweetening ritual that someone's trying to do, or like the love me. It's like it kind of gives love me or die ritual, but they're trying to do it through sweet antics. And these are being seen as attacks. If that's what's going on, the sweetening ritual is being seen as attacks. If they're not true attacks, I don't know. Well, this is against someone's force, so it kind of feels like malice, but this feels like protection ring too. Um, this is malice. These are attacks. They're being seen as attacks. They're being blocked as that as such. And that's what's causing the heavy rains. The train is blowing. The heavy rains in the city. That's what's leading to these heavy rains. It's actually going on in my city now. Today, it's causing heavy. It's been stuck on the heavy rains. They're trying to wash up 11:11 on the clock as I'm recording this. They're washing away your atrocities. Like the spirits are washing away your atrocities, girl. Not in that way. Not in like cleansing you kind way. They're washing away some attacks you have sent to someone. In this case, wherever you have sent this particular demon to, they're washing those attacks away. But it just happens to be over the whole fucking city at this point. It's not unpure. They've been judged and blessed by the Lady of Justice. Somebody believes that the person they're sending this holds some unpure energy in their heart, or just assume that someone did, and that that Ammit would be able to find it, even if it was hidden. She did find it. She did find it. It's so funny. It was hidden, yeah, sure, but like the impurity. I guess I'm gonna say it here. The impurity wasn't in this person's heart. That's again, they've been judged and blessed by the Lady of the Justice. Lady of Justice is blind. She only holds the scales. Somebody had already been weighted and judged, and you went back and tried to weigh and judge this person, assuming that their heart was somehow impure, assuming that Ammit would find the impurity. She did find the impurity. It is in you. Also, her name gives, I wrote it down just like this. So this is basically in the realm and dominion. Knowing her name gives me like power, realm, and dominion. The lion, crocodile, and the hippopotamus, the three synonymous characters with this energy. Do you understand her role is to punish the wicked and to ensure divine retribution? Her job is literally to like balance divine scales in a way, whether it's in this side or the other. Somebody has thought that like she was going to balance the scales. She resides next to the scales of justice. Um, I thought it was Ammit, but the scales of justice are saying, "Speak to me, speak to me." It's interesting. Then I heard, I might be young, but I'm ready to give you all love. This could be Twin Cities. I heard when I was doing this, I heard Dallas and Houston, and then I heard Detroit and Alabama. And it's funny because Alabama is a state and not a city. Um, this is representative of somebody like not knowing correct information, or like trying to parent information that like this is somebody playing with information from their memory, and trying to like cross signals or cross wires. Uh, the Twin City to Detroit is in Alabama, but this is somebody not knowing which city to pick or which would like it's trying to cross signals as the way of like this is where something is coming from. This is where something is happening from. Um, I just picked up the nutmeg, so I'm seeing like success, something wanting to do this for a level of success. And then the next thing I'm gonna look at after the trying to cross signals is money work. Nutmeg relates directly to success and money work. You can use nutmeg for success or money work, to work your money. But also, this feels like somebody is trying to work your money obsessively, incessantly. I have a couple of words written down here. Obsessively, incessantly. I'm going to go on over. Incessantly, rapidly, and rapidly. And obsessively. It's like out of control. It's in a fucking frenzy. It's energy that is like I don't know if you are like bounding the shit back to somebody, but it's infuriating them. It's infuriating them. They're like a fucking rabid dog, and it's because you have this rabid energy, this wisdom, wit, knowledge, logic, discernment, discipline. Rabbits are kind of I'm seeing like a bunny doing the hops and the skips away, but also like a pinball machine. Somebody's like somebody's idea was for like someone to like hit a wall, but somebody's like bouncing off things. Boom, boom, dee, 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 dee. Somebody's like bouncing off shit. And it's so funny because it's like somebody trying to close someone's roads. This is reflective of somebody trying to close someone's roads, but instead of just like sitting at the closed door, stopped waiting for it to open, somebody is like dee, 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 bouncing to the next thing, bouncing to this thing, and that's why somebody's having the hardest time because they're closing roads and specific opportunities they feel like they knew someone wanted or wanted to be a part of or wanted to have. They're making sure they don't have these things. But like the universe is literally reshifting these things, reshaping them. Just some, it just needs a little shaping. I don't know if you're familiar with that song on TikTok. If you are, yeah, then you get it. But like that's what's happening. Somebody's having just a little shaping, and somebody can't take that. It's just a constant with this person. I'm also hearing like doors slamming, but it's funny because I wrote doors slamming down. Doors don't slam down, they slam shut. This is like someone doors falling. In the hall all night. Somebody like there's doors in the hall that are falling or in a hallway that are falling. Um, I'm hearing from like the wind, like maybe there's cross breeze, but that's not why they're falling. But like in the nighttime, somebody's like blaming it on like the wind or like, yeah, somebody's blaming it on like the wind and how shit is shaking in the house. That's not why the fucking the like doors in the hallway are fucking falling. Someone's home is falling apart. There's holes in the ceiling, falling down doors and plywood. Some of these doors aren't even doors; they're just plywood doors, and they're falling down. All the doors may not be doors. Is what I wrote down. All the doors may not be doors. Also, it's not haunted. The house is not haunted. Somebody like is like making a joke, trying to throw the illusion to somebody, trying to throw the illusion off to somebody like, oh, maybe the house is haunted. It's not fucking haunted. It's not fucking haunted. It's the ritual sacrifices that took place in that space, whether they were performed by you two, one of you two, or previous people. It was ritual sacrifices that took place in that space. And I'm betting if your fucking plywood doors are falling down, no one has lived there for a while to incur those fucking ritual sacrifices. So it's one of the two people who live there now that have been doing these things, and that's why the fucking house is literally falling apart. It is representative of like a balance of the scales disturbed in the work or in the working or as you are working. It's supposed to disturb working and things like that. It is supposed to be balancing the scales. Unfortunately, I think somebody is in this situation and they may be under an illusion they sit in a different space in the scales or on a different side of the scales, but it's basically like somebody sitting on the wrong side and doesn't know they're sitting on the wrong side. Until like they get a hold of like this information, like this is why this stuff is happening. It's because I'm aligned with somebody who's not. Ritual sacrifice that took place in this space, it's disturbing the work, or disturbing your work. Balance the scales. Somebody needs to balance the scales. It was like you were told how to do this months or moons ago. I heard 4 moons when I did this, like 4 moons, so maybe 4 moon cycles ago or 4 months ago. A moon cycle is about 28 days. This could be somebody measuring this time cycle by menstrual cycles as well. But balance the scales. Somebody was told how to balance these scales 4 months ago. What was 4 months? This is, what are we in, August? 4 months ago was April. The demon you summoned is extracting her pound of flesh from the only pure source. She's doubling back. I don't know if you heard somebody say yo outside, but there was a car passing. They were trying to get them to stop or come back. But this is like somebody trying to get their pound of flesh from the only unpure source. Somebody like sent this to a space thinking it was a pure or an unpure source, and it's actually a pure source, if you will. And that's why the demon's doubling. And when I say doubling back, she's coming back to you, and you do specifically. I wrote it down here. Like, don't let me me say the other thing first. Do not send her back. Do not send her back. You literally won't make it. Respect. You literally won't make it. You don't have any respect. You didn't do all the research. You feel like playing games with her. This demon, this spirit, is actually upset because you tried to play a game, and she feels like you tried to trick her in a way. She feels like you thought you were gonna pull a motherfucking stunt on her. Like, this is somebody who's like real life a little annoyed at your actions, because like it's like, again, it's the conjuring of the spirit, and the person you sent it. You sick them on. That's what you did. You sick the spirit onto somebody, and they are not worse than you. They're not worse than you. That's kind of how it works. Is like the bad have to be bad, right? And that's what's happening. And it's like you didn't do all the research. You just, I don't know if you just heard it. I don't know if you just heard like, boom, she was the devourer of souls. She swallowed like the hearts of the souls of the impure, or like bad hearted or jealous hearted. It's some kind of like half-ass brand that of like introduction, and like it's got you trying to conjure a second death, which is when the soul dies, when someone's spirit dies. It's like you're trying to like kill someone's spirit and take something from it, extract something from it, pull something out, right? Not realizing that makes you like literally horrifying. I'm gonna leave that right there. Good luck for you. Not really. Ciao, bye.